Hello friends, welcome to my channel TechMint, and today I'm going to see Hadoop 1.x. Uh, uh, in my previous videos, I already explained why we need a Hadoop. Uh, to initially due to big data, we can say in layman term what is the big data in sense the volume of the data which cannot be handled by traditional systems is called big data. This is just a layman term. So for the understanding, we already discussed the three V's. That is fine. That is that is the concept. But thing is that this is the big data. So big data cannot be handled by the traditional systems. So that Google published the research at a Google file system, but they not implemented that one. And later stage, Yahoo implemented that one, and it is called kind of Hadoop 1.x. So today we are going to see that Hadoop 1.x, and yep. So first of all, we'll see what is the biggest difference between the local file system and Hadoop HDFS file system. First of all, and before that, I just want to tell you guys uh, Hadoop 1.x architecture, Hadoop 2.x architectures. All the interview questions are going to ask by these things only. All the things are moved to cloud. I know, but thing is that the concepts still valid. In the interview, they still ask that what is the difference between 1.x and 2.x. So better to be have the knowledge of 1.x and 2.x as well, and it will definitely helpful. So yeah, that's why please be attentive, and whatever possible from my end, I just put all the things, specific one, bullet points only. So if you go to this bullet point, that is, I feel and strongly believe this much is enough for the interview purpose. Only 10 to 15 minutes, that's it. So yeah, please be attentive, and this is the major advantage over local file system. If you see in the local file system, actually they will store 512 byte of data each block. This is if you see, this is the 512 byte of data in each block. But the biggest disadvantage of local file system is it is not in continuous manner, uh, because those things, those blocks are stored in different blocks, randomly scattered. But in HDFS, because you are going to store large amount of data, so by default they allocated 128 megabyte of data for each block. Anyway, this is the default one. You can going to change, you can also change that value, but as of now 128 megabyte of data. So but the major advantage is these are the continuous manner. So from this figure we can figure out that, you know what is the advantage, because if you're trying to develop the data, the head seek time definitely less in HDFS block, in HDFS storage facility, storage way, because here the data are in continuous manner, whereas in the local system, here it will find this one first block, first one, then it will keep on searching all the areas, then after another block. So definitely latency and the, in terms of speed wise, it has advantage. So yeah, same thing I have written here. So minimal latency and searching is minimized. So right now we'll go to the brief about the components of the Hadoop 1.x. Look, in Hadoop 1.x, three or four nodes, nodes are there. First of all is name node, second is secondary name node, and one is data node. It is kind of a master and slave architecture, where one node will take the responsibility of doing all the stuffs and managing all the stuffs, and another slave node will take the education wise and storing wise. Same thing happened here, name node. So one node, a node means one machine, in cluster, one machine. It will store all the Hadoop file systems and all the metadata information. Look guys, all metadata information, like it's not a full information, it's just a kind of key things, key informations of about the systems, about the files and directory structures or the stick structures of the HDFS in the name node, because name node is going to handle and manage other name nodes, so it must have all the informations. and it is storing the information as a metadata. So uh, all the information in sense, which blocks are there in data, which data blocks are there, which data node, etc., etc. And a secondary name node is there. I'll come to that point later. Then another is the data nodes. Data nodes are this kind of workhorse of the system, and these nodes where actually you are going to store the data. Data blocks are there in their own location in HDF storage way, and the responsive data node is send the one signal to uh, name node continuously, that is not continuously, periodically, so that name node can understand, okay, this data node is behaving correctly, that is alive, or it is happening, something is happening over there, so we can use this data node in the further processing or in the further job. So that's why it is called heartbeat. And in 10th heartbeat, data node usually sends the block reports to the name node, and obviously name node will provide the instruction to the data node that how to put and where to put the data blocks. So this is the key things are there. So right now this is the just a figure, same thing I explained here. So it is a master and slave concept, and name node will contain metadata of all the informations, all the data nodes are there, and everything. And I believe this, by this seeing this image, it is pretty much clear that all the data nodes are there, which are slave in nature, will report to name node, and name node is the managing node all the datas, and it will manage datas to store in distributed manner in the across all the nodes. So that's why metadata is concept is there. So move to secondary name node. No, secondary name node is not a backup of name node, but it has a key role. Thing is that metadata contains what? In name node contains what? Name nodes contains one fs image. Fs image is not that a metadata we can say. What exactly is the metadata? Metadata is nothing but HDFC blocks, how where the blocks are stored, and the replication level of the blocks. I'll talk about this replication factor. And third thing is, block size of what is the block size. Fourth thing is that um, access permission of the files and directories. That is most important. And last thing is that transaction log about creation and deletion, because these are the information there in the FS images. So that FS images is currently stored in the name node. But when you write, when you perform another new job, write operation, so definitely the directory structure is going to change, because obviously directory structures is going to store in the metadata, or you can say FS images. It is present in the name node. But if you write again, definitely the metadata is going to change. Metadata in sense our directory structure is going to change. So that information stored obviously in the hard disk, and that image is stored in the edits files. That edits files are present in the secondary name node. Then secondary name node, what will do, it will take the fs images which is currently is there in the name node, and it is busy in doing some other work. So it will take that fs image and it will merge with the edits. Edits, we can say the new activities, it will merge that one. After the merging, it will create a check pointing file, ckpt file. This is very much important in terms of interview question. What is the ckpt file? Is nothing but just merging the fs images of the name node and the edits. And edits, which what contain edits, it is nothing but if you do some write operation, that information stored in the edits. Because how name node will come to know that what is the you know change happened there. So this is the way name node will update itself. So secondary node is responsible to creating this check pointing file, that ckpt file, which contains latest informations. Then after, secondary name node gives this information to name node. The name node later point update itself as a new fs image, so that it will have the all the latest information. Look, this fs image is a key, that metadata, because whenever as a client, if you're searching something, you just give some job or something that one, the name node will understand everything by the FS images only. Where the data blocks are there. Suppose you are retrieving some data. So obviously the name node will come to the FS images. Then we'll see where the data blocks are stored in which data nodes, etc. What is the permission level? What is the block size? Transaction lookup. Deletion and creation. Everything is there. That's why the name node is able to manage, because it's the master node and others are data nodes. And hope this brief description is fine. I strongly believe whatever I explained here, if you keep on if you're writing somewhere else, and if you keep on thinking about this particular quite a moment, you will understand this much enough. And I believe no one going to ask beyond this subject what have I told right now. So thank you guys, and stay tuned and stay focused. And one more thing, please don't be in confusion state, guys. Please make a aim, make a goal. Just find a goal and work on that. It is not like that you should be in confusion state. If you're in confusion state, definitely you will end up with nothing. You will just wasting your time. So first of all, try to find a goal and keep on that, and forget about everything. I just need to achieve that goal. That is the key of the success. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for listening, and hope for we'll meet for next video. Thank you.